Back to another chapter from The Prince, and today's chapter is of those whom princes have as secretaries. And that is very hard to read because it's just old English doesn't make sense to me, but the principle itself makes a lot of sense because what this chapter is basically about, what this section is about, is that the first wrong decision a man can make is who he surrounds himself with. When you're making a ton of mistakes, the first thing that you did wrong was surround yourself with people who aren't making the best decisions. And Machiavelli goes on to say that the people that are the best people in your corner are the people that are thinking for you first, not the people that are thinking for themselves first, because they will always find a way to sell you out in the end. They will always find a way to screw you over, to in some way benefit themselves at the expense of you. And at the same time, you also have to ensure that as you're moving up, as you're getting more and more renown, as you're getting more and more success, as you're getting more and more victories, you analyze the people around you and you reward the people who have been loyal to you, to the people that have helped you, to the people that have been surrounding you, giving you good advice, and you attach your success to them so that they need you at the same time, so that you're not going to get taken advantage of. You're not going to get double crossed. You're not going to be like Caesar, who got stabbed by his best friend, who he spared and then adopted and basically brought him up from nothing. So it's very important, and I think this is a very important principle to think out, especially now, because I don't know what it is about social media, but I feel like as we get more and more people on our friends list on Facebook that we follow, that we're just seeing more and more of, we start to devalue what the word friendship means, and we start to allow people into our lives that really have no place being there. And it's very important to keep people at a distance. It's very important to only allow people into your circle when they are quality individuals, when they're bringing you up, when they're giving you good advice, when they're always supporting you in the right manner, and they're giving you pushback when you're about to do something really stupid. So we need to keep these things in mind, and it's so interesting to see that Machiavelli in the 1600s, I think that's when this book was written, knew it. And it's so interesting because the principles apply today just as well as they did yesterday. You think Donald Trump or Joe Biden or Barack Obama didn't read this book, you think they didn't take into fact these considerations that, all right, the person in my cabinet, they need to be thinking best for my numbers, for my polling, for this, for that. They can't be out there just for themselves. They can't be out there to enrich themselves or enrich their group or enrich the people that have got them up and propped them up into this position. It's never been more important to understand these leadership principles, and we can also apply it into our own lives if we're not going to go into the business world. It is just as important to surround yourself with great friends as it is to surround yourself with great business partners, because your friends are basically your business partners for life. They're the people that are going to be supporting you when heartbreak comes, or when unforeseen circumstances come, or when bills come that you can't afford to pay. You're like, hey, can you help me out? I'll give you this plus whatever. And these are the people that you're surrounding yourself with, and these are the people that you're putting your life in their hands. And we need to ensure that these people are there for the right reasons, that these people are there to see the best for us, not see the best for themselves. And that's what a true friend is. And it's so interesting that Machiavelli could put it so perfectly so many years ago, and we feel like we're so advanced. We feel like, oh yeah, the people back in the day, they were so out of touch. They didn't understand this, they didn't understand that, they didn't understand germs and science and this and that. But it just goes to show that human nature really hasn't changed, and we can look to the past for great knowledge, for great insights. And when we start to apply these things into our own lives, it can still reap great rewards. So hopefully you enjoyed this summary from that chapter. Hopefully you enjoyed my thoughts on the book The Prince, and I will leave a link in the description to this book. I don't see a reason not to check it out. It's about 100 pages. You can read it in an entire day, and it has tremendous insights. It was a big inspiration for Robert Greene and him writing the 48 Laws of Power. So again, if you enjoyed that book, you'll enjoy this one as well. And thank you so much for making this far. I will catch you in the next video. Peace out, guys.